Hello people, I am Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hello.
We're looking at an Amazon trailer from Amazon Prime India, Amazon Prime Video India. Gotta get it right. Gotta respect the big guys, otherwise they'll step on you. Don't step on me.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
We're looking at an Amazon Prime Video India trailer called CHHALAANG, official trailer with Rajkummar Rao, Nushrat, Bharucha. Hansal Mehta did the directing. Okay,
correcto.
cool. Yep.
We just watched his other trailer for Scam 1992.
Right.
And he had already directed Rajkummar Rao in Aligarh.
Gotcha.
Which we watched.
We did watch that.
Yes.
And I did appreciate that film. I'm sure someone in the comments will give me the breakdown of how to properly pronounce the title of this movie. What do you call it? The phonetic. Got it. 2 hours to get there. We got there eventually. Phonetic. All right, cool. Here we go.
हमारे देश में कुछ नमूने ऐसे होते हैं जो बस बड़ी बड़ी फेंकते रहते हैं और तो कुछ कर नहीं पाते दूसरों को सिखाने लगते हैं
बबलू ऐसे क्या मैनेज क्रिकेट मारना
और जो सिखा नहीं पाते हैं
चल आजा बेटा
वो पीटी सिखाने लगते हैं
वेरी गुड बॉलिंग अच्छा सिखाया मैंने
टूट जाए वो पीटी नहीं करवाने के
बच्चों के फ्यूचर की चिंता इसलिए खेलकूद में टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करता हूँ मैं
टोटू मैंने आज तेरे पीरियड्स चाहिए
अरे ले लो जाओ
थैंक यू भाई
अरे मौज करो
इतनी लड़कियां तो दिखा चुका हूँ इसको कोई पसंद भी तो आनी चाहिए
जिसका टीचर ही ऐसा वो ढसो ऊपर से
कुआरा नहीं हूँ मैं विधवा हूँ विधवा
रंडवा
हाँ जी
श्रीमान आप रंडवे
What's a randwa?
नीलिमा ये आज से कंप्यूटर की क्लास ली
तेरी अखियों के जाले विच खो गया मैं
ज्यादा फैंटम बन रहा है मैडम को तंग मत करना कोई सा सुन रहे हो ना हाथ पकड़
नीचे कर
अरे मैडम बोले तो नीचे कर लेना फिर
दारू पिलाओगे
थोड़ा धक्का लगा सकती हो
इतना टाइम वेस्ट मत करो कि आप भी मुस्कुराते रह जाओ और भाभी को कोई और ले जाए
Truth.
बावली बूझ
Don't waste time.
आई एम सिंह
आई एम उड्डा
आज से तुमको सिंह साहब को असिस्ट करना होगा
अरे मैं क्यों असिस्ट करूं किसी को
तो पता सिंह सर भी कुरुक्षेत्र यूनिवर्सिटी से ग्रेजुएट है और कभी टकराए
लानत है मेरी नजर पे कि आप मिस हो गए क्या कर रहा है किसने सिखाई टेक्निक
मोंटू सर ने
पकड़ ना तो पकड़
क्या कर रहे हो तुम टेक्निक ही गलत हो तुम्हारी
और मुझे करनी ना ऐसी नौकरी जिसमें इज्जत ना हो
तुम पूरी चीज नेगेटिवली देख रहे हो
बेटा जब जीतना बस का ना हो ना तो हार मान लेनी चाहिए
माफी मांग सिंह सर से अब भी
मैडम नौकरी प्यारी है पर इज्जत थोड़ी ज्यादा प्यारी है मैडम आपने इन्हें नौकरी पे इसलिए रखा ना क्योंकि आपको लगता है मुझसे ज्यादा बढ़िया टीचर है इनकी और मेरी टीम का कंपटीशन करा लो और टीम भी प्लेने बना दो जो जीतेगा नौकरी उसकी
मैदान भी होगा तेरा तू हक से
We've seen that actor a lot, right?
Yeah.
I can't place him though. Like I can't remember where we watched him, but
Yeah,
we've
his
watched
face
him
is so
many
familiar.
times.
Yeah.
अपनी गली में तो कुत्ता भी शेर होता है
और सोचो हम तो हैं ही शेर और हमारी गली में ना मास्टर बाहर से आया हुआ शेर भी कुत्ता होता है
Big words, big words.
Sometimes what you need is competition to give you that little kick in the ass so you step up your game and you learn how to like actually be. Because he was complacent for the longest time and this dude comes along trying to take his shit. He's like, oh no, I can't just like
Coast.
coast anymore.
Yeah.
That's actually an important life lesson in that movie. You have someone who's like kind of just, like you said, coasting along and not really doing much until someone else comes along and tries to take it from him. Then he actually steps up his game and starts doing it correctly. That specific story I haven't seen.
It's so curious to me that this is directed by Hansal Mehta because to me this is a complete departure from what I've seen of his work. Obviously, Aligarh had a very different vibe. It
That was a sports movie of sorts.
Yeah, of course. A special kind of sports movie. I feel like even trailers and stuff that you've looked at of his work, it tends to be stories that are definitely about social issues, and this is about that. This feels a lot lighter, more comedic.
More Bollywood?
It feels more Bollywood,
Yeah.
whereas a lot of his stuff in the past has felt a lot more gritty and indie and like focusing on like real emotions and you know those social issues. So I'm just like blown away and surprised that this is his work.
Right now at this stage it does certainly feel like a departure from his other work, but there might be those elements in there still.
Yeah.
Just integrated into a story that is more digestible.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Perhaps it's like a Trojan horse where it's disguising those social messages, but the trailer is presenting it to be this like really cute, fun, quirky comedy, and you've got Rajkummar Rao doing the thing that he does really well, which is playing that like kind of hapless, clueless romantic who's your everyman, slightly underdog type dude who's all like, hi, I'm totally obsessed with you. Like, I'll get you whatever you want.
That is an element of this that I certainly appreciate because it's a little bit exaggerated, but I still like how he did it. When the girl looked at him and he just sort of like turned around to ignore the fact that he was just blatantly staring at her. It's just something that I think a lot of hopeful or hopeless romantics do a lot, where they sort of get fixated on a girl and they are completely clueless to the fact that they're just staring at someone, and that might be creepy deepy.
Speaking from experience?
Oh yes, from lots of experience, where it's just like, I'll be caught staring at someone and my friend's like, yo, like, you look like a creep. Like, oh, whoops, like, sorry, you're just so fine. I can't help it, Jesus. Like I said in the beginning of this discussion, I really like the premise of this a lot. This idea of something coming along it's like he needed this problem in order for him to self-actualize.
Yeah, to step up to the plate, because for the longest time, he was just kind of doing the bare minimum. Interestingly, in the description here, the final line says, through Montu's journey, CHHALAANG humorously addresses the value of sports education in school curriculum. I guess it's different here in the States because there is a lot of value placed on sports. You know, like if you're really good at sports, you can get a scholarship, or you could become an NBA player or NFL, whatever. I feel like in Asia, there's a lot less value placed on sports education. It's all about academics. And so basically he's a teacher teaching the thing that is like the lowest of the low. Like no one gives a damn about sports or that. And so he's just kind of coasted by, barely doing anything, because sometimes not even going to work and not even teaching the kids anything useful. But now he has to, like you said, self-actualize, step up to the plate. And I guess maybe this social message that is being subliminally pushed through is that actually there is a lot of value to be taken from sports, like teamwork.
Well, yeah, teamwork was the biggest thing I thought it was trying to sell. Like, it wasn't so overt in the trailer, but my impression is that while this guy is like picking on specific people, and maybe I've had those kinds of coaches who are like brutal, not necessarily like beating us up, but coaches who were more focused on just winning as opposed to the team effort.
Yeah, or like what important things can you learn through sports? One of them being, you know, to fight.
Right.
And like humorously in this video, he's all like, oh, you know, sometimes you just have to know when to surrender. And it's like, or do you? Or do you just keep fighting?
There's another element here that sort of flew by, which is the seize the moment, carpe diem.
Yeah.
Where he's waiting so long to, you know, really make it clear his feelings for this girl. As what I understood, he was waiting too long and someone else came along. At least that was sort of uttered in the middle of the trailer. I don't know, but did I like read too much into something? See that right there?
Right, yeah.
And then the dude comes along right at that moment in the trailer.
Yeah.
Mustachio. Where have we seen this dude? He was in Raised. He was in Article 15.
Article 15. He's been in a lot of things that we've seen.
No One Killed Jessica. Shahid. No.
Oh, Shahid. That's the other movie that Hansal Mehta did about the human rights lawyer guy, right?
We've just seen him everywhere, and I just can't exactly place. He's one of those people. It's like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
There's lots of actors like that. It's like, oh, is that person? I've seen him. Like, you know, you see him all the time. I feel like Atul Kulkarni is like elevated out of that. Like now people know his name. Liev Schreiber, for the longest time, took honor in being
that guy.
That guy. Like he was on, I forget which late night show he was on. I've mentioned this before, but he called out how he's the guy you recognize as, oh, that guy, I didn't know him. He's like, that person works a lot. The movie stars don't get to work as much as I do.
Yeah, it's good to be that guy.
Yeah, he's obviously like elevated to an even more prominent role here because I can't remember what he's done in each of those films. I feel like he's almost like a chameleon in a way. Cool, that was fun. You guys, hopefully you enjoyed that, and let us know your feelings in the comments below. Do you think that you're gonna watch this. I'm more so curious as to whether or not you would get an Amazon Prime subscription just to watch this movie. Do let us know in the comments below, and check out ACHARA KIRK. She's pretty hot on the social media, Instagram.
Wow. Okay, thanks.
This floofy.
Floofy!